Hey everyone, this is Matt coming to you tonight here, and we are still in the Holy Lands, and we want to talk to you tonight. As you could tell, looking right here, Patches has found her next treasure. Remember, she's on this mission of trying to find different types of treasure, and her last treasure was faith. Remember that? And like precious faith, it was a very special treasure. And to look what she's found tonight, she's found this treasure chest. And she's got all kinds of goodies in here. And look, we found some letters in here. And she's found, look at this. We found some gold in here. And we got some rubies and some emeralds. Boy, she's just got some rich treasure. And let's look at these letters. And one letter is D. One letter is P. Look at that. One letter is R. Here, Patches, hold this R. And the last letter in this treasure chest tonight is N. Can you imagine that? D-P-R-N. I wonder what this has to do with these treasures that is going on with the pirates here on their journey through the 7 seas of fortitude. But I'll tell you what, something else that they found in this treasure box, and they found these pieces of paper, and this first one says virtue. See that? And what does virtue stand for? Virtue stands for a good and moral quality about you. Do you have a good moral quality about you? Because that's what it means to have virtue. And you know, the Bible tells us that wisdom and knowledge is far more valuable than precious gold and gems and rubies, and it does. And to have virtue, a good moral quality, is one of those great treasures that is far more richer than any money you can have. So, you know, and virtue is a great thing to have. Now we have to ask ourselves, so what does this have to do? Well, I'll tell you. Let me tell you what it says. Did you know the Bible says in 2 Peter 5, chapter 1, verse 5, it says this: give all diligence to add to your faith virtue. Remember what faith was? Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. And we're supposed to step out faith and by believe God with our lives and to trust Him with everything, and to add to that virtue. So what is virtue? So it's a good virtue is a good moral quality. Remember that. And it also says, let's look at the definitions. Like precious faith, with careful and persistent work, add to it a good moral character. You know, let me tell you something about depression. You know, sometimes depression can tear us down, and it can just make lives just horrible for us. But I'll tell you something else that it will do is it will strip you of some of the core values that you need sometimes. Good core values. And sometimes it'll put you in a cave. And I'll tell you what, you don't want that. If you're stuck in a cave in depression, come out of the cave. Come out of the cave. You know, I know that's hard to do, but the first step to solving any problem is to recognize you have one. And the first step is to recognize you have depression. And what you need to do more than anything else, if you have depression, is to make a plan. And that first plan is to come out from wherever you are hiding yourself and come back out into the world. And to practice like precious faith. Practice your faith in God. And to add to it virtue, good moral character. See, you notice how these all build up in stepping stones? And that's what we need. We need to build ourselves up. And that's what Patches the pirate here is learning, and her crew are learning. They're learning these lessons. So they can apply them to their lives. You know, Patches and her crew of Peg and Bandit and PB&J and many of the others, they're going to be so much more richer than what they are now, not because of money, but because of putting things into their lives. These are the treasures, like virtue is the treasures that they are so much pursuing. My name is Matt, and I'm here with Patches and her treasure, and her D, P, R, and N. You see him here? D, P, R, and, of course, N. Saying, please, be safe, be smart, have a purpose. and let God be part of that purpose for your life. And let now faith and virtue be with you always. Y'all have a good night.